Hi everyone, it's Marley. Welcome back to my channel. What I'm about to show you right now is very embarrassing, so get ready for it. There. Do you see that nail and that growth? Okay, I have been wanting to do this tutorial for a lot of weeks now, and you can actually tell that just by looking at my growth, right? I just didn't have the time, so I'm sorry for that, but here I am. So today I'm going to show you how to do a fill with dip powder. Before I start, I want you to notice how much my nail has grown. It's been way more than 4 weeks. I want to say maybe like a month and a half. I don't know. I can't remember, but it's been a while. I want you to see the dip powder, and it's like in perfect shape, even though, you know, it's so grown out. It looks perfect, and there's no lifting at all, zero. So when you are doing your nails, you guys, prep is super important for your nails to last for a long time without like lifting and stuff like that. I have a tutorial showing you guys how I prep my nails, so you can check that one out. It's a really good one. The prep works excellent for me, as you can see, right? There is proof. And also using good products. So, you know, I always use my Adrada liquids, which are very good liquids. The quality is just amazing. They are actually professional products, so they're great. I absolutely love my liquids. Okay, what I'm gonna do first is just file down the shine, and just file down, you know, a layer or two of my clear. By the way, I always keep clear as a base on my nails, and then I do my colors on top of that. And the reason why I do that is because I could just remove my color and you know, just use a different color without having to soak off in acetone. And talking about acetone, I want you guys to know that this year, 2022, I haven't soaked my nails in acetone not one time, if I remember right. Let me think. No, I haven't. So this whole year I've been doing fills with dip powder, and that is one of the reasons why I think my natural nails, like my nail beds, are so healthy, because I really don't soak off my nails. I mean, I haven't done it yet, and it's December 1st. And yep, so I always get away with just doing fills, which is great. If you could do that, that will definitely keep your natural nails healthier. So anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and file the shine, and I'm gonna be super careful. I do not want to file my natural nail. I don't like doing that because, you know, I just don't want to scratch my nail. I don't want to, you know, when you file your natural nail, it just gets thinner, you know, and thinner and thinner if you know, do it like every time that you do your nails. So yeah, I don't do that. This nail is like so, like, it's completely lost its shape. It's horrible, so I have to just like fix all of that. And I am moving the table right now. Everything is shaking, including me. Okay. So yeah, definitely just lost my shape completely. I like the ballerina shape, and I also have a tutorial for that if you want to check it out. I explain every little step that I do, you know, to achieve my ballerina shape. Okay, so I will probably speed up the video a little bit, just so it's not so long, you know, but I'm gonna just file right now. think I want to cut my nail as well a little bit. It's way too long. So I'm going to use this little tool here. Let's see how much, maybe this much. Oops. All right. Nothing I can do about that. I think that's okay. I didn't want to cut it that short, but anyway. So before I start dipping my nails, I always like to shape them first, okay? And I try to just kind of get my nails to where I, you know, just shape them the way I want them to look at the very end. So, you know, that way, oops, using the wrong side. I'm really moving the table so much. So that way, you know, when you file your nail and you give it the shape, when you dip, you're gonna end up with, you know, kind of like the shape already done, you know, pretty much. That way you don't have to file like a whole bunch after you're, you know, you're done dipping. So at least that's what I do, and that's how I like to do mine. I just like to shape them first, and I make sure, because I like the ballerina shape, I make sure that my tip area, it's just kind of, you know, skinnier than what I want it to look at the very end, because of course I'm going to be applying the powder, and so I'm going to be building layers, and I'm going to end up losing my shape a little bit. So I always make sure that my tip area is skinnier than normal. So I always place my file at an angle at the bottom, and then I bring it up like that. That's how I achieve my ballerina shape. Okay. I think that looks okay. Okay, now my dip powder, again, I'm telling you, it looks perfect. So when I do my fill, I am going to focus on like just this, you know, area where my natural nail is, and not so much on this part right here, because I already have product there and it looks good, so I don't need to worry about that. Now, after I file, then I am going to prep the new growth. So I'm gonna use my cuticle pusher, and I'm gonna push my cuticles, and I'm going to be removing that invisible cuticle that forms, you know, right here. You have to make absolutely sure that that is completely gone. If that is not gone, you will get lifting for sure. I'm gonna go ahead and prep that nail off camera, and I will be right back. Actually, never mind. I'm gonna show you how I prep it right here. I'm just gonna, you know, if the video gets a little long, you could just totally skip this part if you want, or I just decided to include it because prep is important. So I'm pushing my cuticle back very gently. I don't want to give myself a boo-boo anywhere. Okay. This is gonna look gross, you guys, because I haven't done this nail in a long time, so I probably have a lot of like cuticle buildup there. So after I push my cuticle, I use this side of the cuticle pusher, and I start just kind of like very gently, I start going around the cuticle area, and as you can see, the cuticle pusher kind of gets stuck right where there is cuticle, see? So There we go. So very gently, I'm just going around it. I don't put a whole bunch of pressure, you guys, because I don't want to scratch my nail, my natural nail. You know, I just want to go around gently and remove that invisible cuticle. That way I don't get any lifting, and that way I will be able to continue doing my fills and not using acetone, which is great. I like to brush once in a while just to, you know, remove any of that stuff that is coming off. There's a little part here that's a little stubborn. Okay. So once your invisible cuticle is gone completely, your cuticle pusher right here should be able to kind of glide around your nail very easily without getting stuck anywhere. That's how you know, or at least that's how I know, that all that invisible cuticle is gone. Okay, now I am going to use my glass cuticle pusher, and I'm gonna use the pointy side just to go around. By the way, I'm using my left hand and I am not left-handed. So, you know, I am going to struggle a little bit, and I'm super shaky today. I don't know why. I actually just had a cup of coffee, like super strong coffee, like 10 minutes ago. That's probably why. I'm normally a little shaky, like, you know, all the time, but like right now it's just like really bad. Okay, so I'm gonna go around with my glass cuticle pusher very, very gently. I am not putting a lot of pressure. I just want to make sure that everything is just gone. I definitely do not want to have any lifting at all. So everything looks good. Let's clean this a little bit. Don't look at all my other nails. I have to get those done too, so ignore those. Okay, I'm gonna get some alcohol and I'm going to I'm gonna clean that nail with alcohol. So at this point, my prep is done, and I'm gonna clean it very well with alcohol just to remove, you know, any just anything that's on there. If you have like filing dust or whatever there, and then you go and apply your dip powder, that could also, you know, cause lifting. So definitely make sure that is super clean. All right, now I am going to be using my Prep Bond liquid. This liquid is amazing. It's a 2-in-1 liquid. It's a dehydrator and also has bond properties. So it will definitely help your, you know, dip powder stay longer. Let's do just one more pass. Okay, I'm just gonna apply it all the way. Okay. Okay, so now I am going to be applying my base. Okay, and I have my clear right here. By the way, this clear is amazing. I'm telling you guys, it's crystal clear, like literally like glass. Like I normally do like 4 layers of clear and you can't even tell, like it's super, super clear. So yeah, that's a great clear. So okay, so my liquid, my clear, And I am going to start my process of dipping now. Okay, I have my deep base number 2, and I have my clear. This is my crystal clear, and I'm gonna go ahead and open my bottle to get everything ready. I also like to have a paper towel here just in case I needed, you know, if I want to wipe my brush on it or whatever. It's just a good thing to have handy. Okay, I'm gonna grab some base and I am going to put it on my nail. I'm not gonna put it all the way down my cuticle. I'm just gonna put it like on the middle. I'm not gonna get all the way to my side walls either. And I'm gonna go ahead and dip it into clear real quick, shake the excess powder, and that is what it looks like right now. It's kind of hard to see, but this is where I started, you know, and just from there, and I just didn't get my sides, not yet. Okay, I'm gonna grab my stiff brush and I'm gonna just brush off the excess powder. This is a really good little brush to have. It doesn't need to be this one, it could be a toothbrush, you know, it will work just fine. It's just a really good way to keep your layers thin. So yeah, let me see. That looks good. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do my second layer. And now I'm going to start applying it a little bit closer to the cuticle. I'm gonna get closer to my side walls. And I'm gonna be super careful that I'm not going to touch my skin with the liquid. You know, that doesn't feel good when you touch your skin with deep base. And I'm gonna dip it real quick and tap off the excess powder, and that is what it looks like. I am gonna end up having a bump right here because I'm gonna be building layers, and I have, you know, the old dip powder there, but that's totally okay. Do not worry, we're gonna file and it will be just fine. So no worries about that. Okay, that was my second layer. Now I am going to use my brush and clean it up. I'm going to do my third layer. I'm gonna grab some more deep base, and I am going to start at the cuticle. Just be very careful not to touch your skin. I usually put my liquid like on my nail first, and then I just push it a little towards the cuticle. That way my brush is not like super full of liquid, and you know, I flood my cuticle with the liquid. I'm gonna dip it real fast and tap off the excess powder, and that is what it looks like right now. I didn't touch my skin, everything looks good. It's nice and close to the cuticle, and it doesn't look like it's flooded or anything like that. And the side walls are covered, so this is good. Now I am going to brush everything off, all the excess powder, and let me start with my last layer. This is my fourth layer, and I am going to start at the cuticle, or just really close to the cuticle. I'm going to put most of the liquid on, you know, the nail bed, or almost the entire nail, and then I'm going to push some of that liquid, you know, towards the cuticle right here, just very slowly, and get super close without, you know, touching my skin. Get the side walls really well. And this liquid is self-leveling, so it just really applies really well. I'm gonna dip my nail real quick, tap off excess powder again, and just check in here that everything looks good. I'm gonna put my powder away. That will be my very last layer. And yeah, let's close my liquid. I'm gonna put my jar away, and I am going to get my stiff brush, and I'm going to brush off the excess powder. Now I am going to apply my activator I like to be generous with my activator, because, you know, I have 4 layers, so I definitely want to make sure that the activator is going to penetrate all the layers. So I like to apply it twice, and just be very generous with it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and close it and put it away, and I am going to wait for that activator to dry, just to make sure that the layers are just, they all get hard, and so it's ready to file. Okay, I waited. I think this should be dry. Sometimes you just tap, and when you hear that little clicking sound, that means it should be dry. If you start filing and then you notice that little chunks of powder start like coming off kinda, or looking kind of gummy, that means it's not dry and you need to apply more activator. Okay, so I'm gonna start filing right here by the cuticle, very gently. I don't want to get my skin and give myself a boo-boo. So very gently, that's where I start. Remember, I do have a filing tutorial, so you can check that one out. And I'm just gonna do all my filing, you guys. I am going to speed up the video, just, you know, so it's not so long. And yeah. I like this file. This is my favorite file. The metal file is super thin, so it really is helpful when you have to file around the cuticles. Just want to make sure this area is nice and you know, just nice and clean and round and all of that good stuff. Get yourselves a metal file, guys. I'm telling you. Some people like the glass file better. I don't know, I've tried that, you know, and I use it sometimes, but I use the metal file way more around my cuticles. Okay, let's see. I think I'm done filing. I don't know, what do you guys think? Look, it's looking good. The shape. Maybe I should I just make it more narrow, or would that be okay? I think that's fine. Let me file the tip a little bit. I think I'm happy with this shape. I think so. Now I am going to use this file, very old file. I need a new one. But just to smooth things out a little bit better. I like to use the foam part right here, right? Like I use this side, either that side or this side, just depending on what kind of, you know, filing block you have. But the reason why is because the file would be on top of the nail, but the foam would be against my cuticle. So that way I can just really file and not damage my skin. Okay, let's see what that looks like. That looks good. Okay, so you know, you can see the old dip powder that I have here, and I don't know why that happens. uh, I guess it just gets old and bleached out by, I don't know, the elements or whatever. I have no idea, but you know, no lifting and everything, it's all put together. The new growth is done. And at this point, like if you want to keep your nails clear, then you would apply your second layer of the activator and let that dry for 2 minutes exactly. And then after that, you would wipe your nail with a dry paper towel, and go ahead and continue with your top coat. But I am not going to do that because I'm gonna dip my nails, and I like to use peel base, my Adrada peel base, which I completely adore. It works wonderful for me. So anyway, I'm gonna dip and I'm going to apply my peel base. So for my peel base, sometimes I like to use my buffer to buff this nail extremely well, because peel base likes a very smooth surface. So sometimes I either buff extremely well, or sometimes I just apply no wipe top coat, and then I continue with my peel base and all my, you know, dipping process for like the color. So that's it. You know, I just wanted to show you how I let me clean this with alcohol, so just so you can just see it better, right? Just a little cleaner always looks better. Okay, there. Hang on. Do you guys see that clear? Like, remember I was telling you that clear is like extremely clear? Let me make it wet with the alcohol a little bit so you can see, like, look at that. It looks like I have nothing, right? Look, it is so clear, you guys. You need to go get it. It's on the website. It's amazing. If you haven't tried Adrada's Clear, you're completely missing out. I'm telling you, that's a fact. Okay, so that's what I wanted to show you today. I wanted to show you, you know, how I do my fill with the powder, and you can, you know, you can do the same thing. Even if you use builder gel or a poly gel or whatever, it's the same process. You would just, you know, apply your builder gel or poly gel, you know, instead of the dip, but it will be just kind of pretty much, you know, all the same. Anyway, that's it for today. I hope that this video was helpful. If you liked it, if you found it, you know, helpful, give it a like, share the video, leave me some comments if you have any questions. I will get to those comments ASAP. I get like super busy sometimes, but I'll get to them. Anyway, you guys have a great day and a great evening, or, you know, just whatever you are. I hope you have a blessed day, and see you next time. Bye.